murder accused Rosemary Ndlovu is due back in court this morning. The defense and the state are expected to go head-to-head in their closing arguments. In fact, both legal teams wrapping up their submissions, hoping to sway the judge to either convict or acquit the former police officer who is accused of orchestrating the murders of her loved ones for insurance payouts. Our Mnisi has been tracking that story, and it's been a dramatic story you've been tracking for us in court. It's had the entire country really just wrapped to the bizarre and gruesome details of the evidence that's been led in court to date, Linda. One wonders, it's a big job always to wrap up closing arguments in a case especially like this one.
Indeed, Michelle, and you'll remember the last time we were in court, there were some big questions coming from the accused herself, saying that, if the state said she did it, then so be it. But where is the proof? I guess then, the state will have to also remind the judge of all the witnesses that came before it to testify. You'll remember about 53 witnesses came to testify for the state. And this includes the neighbors, the witnesses, the people from the insurance companies who were also supposed to prove that she, took out insurance fraudulently. In the case of her cousin, this is how she was found, at Tembisa Hospital and was released. But at Arvik Hospital, where she died, she arrived with broken ribs and, a damaged liver. So all of those things will be put together today. It will be kind of remind the judge of their case and the defense, leading quite a short argument, if I may say. If you remember, they also just called the mother of the accused, Rosemary Ndlovu, asking her about certain incidences in the case where she was, supposed to be killed by hitman like Kiwe, who said and told the court that in fact he got scared, he got cold feet and asked for water instead. You'll remember she said that she does not remember any of that. There has not been a point in her life when she has felt threatened. So this begs the question then if that particular evidence will also be enough to sway the judge to acquit Rosemary. But at this point, all eyes will be on those closing arguments, and then, of course, we await the judgment.
Linda, one just wonders, because there's that recording, isn't there? There's that recording that was made during an undercover sting where Rosemary Ndlovu is giving details about how to kill her sister and a number of her sister's children using petrol. So on the one hand, she says, where is your evidence if you say this is what I've done? But on the other hand, is that recording damning enough?
Well, the state is using that evidence, and if you listen to Rosemary's explanation of what happened there, she says she was coached to say all of the things that she said, by one of the hitmen in Jabulo Vunene, who said that the only way that the driver of that vehicle could take them to Bushbuck Ridge is if they lied and said they were going to kill someone, they were going to do a job there, which was going to pay them. So she says none of that, what happened in that video, is true. But also the state is also arguing that the person that she claimed to be a criminal is in fact a police officer who is the same guy who took that video. So it will be quite interesting to hear what the judge in his judgment makes of this particular video, makes of Rosemary's explanation of what happened there, and of course the circumstances surrounding Rosemary's arrest. You also remember we spoke to her sister a couple of weeks ago, who says that after her arrest on that particular day, the police brought her to her house, where Rosemary did not even greet her and explained exactly what was meant to happen to her on that day. She's also come forward to testify about what happened and, giving her side of events. So it'll be quite interesting, Michelle, hearing what the judge has to say about that particular evidence. But not only that, in the case of these insurance payouts, they've gotten experts to look at Morris's signatures. They've gotten the people that the workers of the insurance houses who were part of this insurance payout, or who made the application, to come and testify. One of them saying, in the case of Morris Mabasa, the man you're showing me in the picture, who's the actual Morris, is not the one that was sitting with Rosemary on the day when she took out this insurance payout. So it'll be quite interesting to see how the judge actually maneuvers around this evidence.
Yeah, absolutely. Linda Mnisi is our reporter tracking that story for us, so you can stay tuned to 405 and just keep tabs on all of those details as they emerge.